So here's how it started. One night I was FaceTiming my girlfriend Jamie and she told me that her school senior prom had been canceled. And then she said this.
I don't know what we're gonna do with all our money.
And I said, guess you donate it. At first it was just a simple thought, but then it hit me. I had an idea. What if all the money that was supposed to be used for prom and graduation and all those senior activities is instead taken and donated to a charitable organization that is helping fight the coronavirus? And I'm not just talking about high schools in Texas or high schools in California or high schools on Guam. I'm talking about every single high school on the planet that has money in their bank account. Because if that money is not going to get used towards prom or graduation or all those things because they're all getting canceled, why not use it for something that's even more important? Now I know what you're thinking.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
But just hear me out. In the US alone, there are over 24,000 high schools. And my girlfriend said that the senior class at her school raised over $15,000. And they're a pretty small school. So if we assume most schools have $15,000 and we multiply that by the 24,000 high schools there are in the US, that is exactly $360 million that could potentially be donated by high schools in the US alone. To put that into perspective, Feeding America claims that for every $1 they receive, they can produce 10 meals. So that means that the class of 2020 could potentially donate 3.6 billion meals. And it's more than just food. There are organizations actively responding to the COVID-19 pandemic, and others are providing masks and gloves for our medical workers. And there are so many others that are doing so many great things.
The coronavirus.
The coronavirus outbreak has made life unbelievably difficult for millions of people. Not only is the virus taking people's lives, but it's also taking away people's money, jobs, food, and more.
Estimated that 47 million Americans could lose their jobs as companies affected by the virus cut their staff.
38 million people in the United States are living in poverty, and I promise you, they're not ready for corona.
Approximately 60,000 homeless people in the Los Angeles area, many of them at heightened risk of catching COVID-19.
New York's hospitals are in crisis. They can't keep up with COVID patients being rushed to their emergency room.
Just think about how many of our peers must be starving because the only food that they would get is the free lunch that they received at school. And there are people out there that are truly struggling because there are just not enough resources, not enough money. But us, the class of 2020, we can help change that. Now listen, I completely, 100% understand why we would all be upset. We worked so hard for 4 years and all the years before that, just so that at the end of our senior year, we could celebrate the way we wanted to. And we do deserve that. We deserve to receive the celebration that we worked so hard for. But if there's just absolutely no way that all those things can take place because of this whole virus, then there's no reason why we should let all that money that we worked so hard to get go to waste. And I know it feels like the class of 2020 has been cursed. We were born as America was recovering from the attacks during 9/11, and now we're graduating during the COVID-19 pandemic. But all that means is the class of 2020 is a resilient bunch. We're the flippin' class of 2020. We've always felt like we were a special group. We've always known that. But now is our chance to prove it to the world. This pandemic will be written about in the history books that our grandchildren will read. Let's make sure we ink our name in big, bold black letters right smack in the middle of that book. This is our chance to actually get something out of a seemingly terrible school year. It's our chance to make memories, our chance to make history, our chance to make a difference. Pick up that phone, call your class president, call your principal, call whoever you need to call and tell them we need to get that money donated. Now believe me, I know that it sucks that we're not going to be able to change into our cap and gown or change into our prom clothes, but what we're about to do, what the class of 2020 is about to do, could potentially change the world. If you watched up to this point, I first want to say thank you, and I highly encourage you to consider donating to one of the organizations that I'm going to link in the description of this video. It's also important to keep in mind that there are going to be other organizations that aren't listed in the description, and there also may be organizations that exist within your local community that you could potentially donate to as well. And even if you're not a high school senior or you're unable to donate to any of these organizations, one thing you can do is share this video, and hopefully it could reach someone that maybe can do those things. And just by doing that, you contributed and you're able to help make a difference. I'm not gonna expect you to subscribe to the channel or like the video or comment on the video, but I just hope that you will consider sharing the video, because if it does reach someone that can help donate or help this cause, it would truly make a big difference. So that's what I wanted to say. That was my big idea that I wanted to share with all my fellow class of 2020 students and all of you who may be watching. I hope we can all come together and hopefully find a way to help change the lives of so many people. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is JT Duenas, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay safe.